from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on.
The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. To Mo Bamba. Off the assist.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, into the front court. Down just a couple. To Brogdon. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Lays it up and in.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Utah with the possession. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Fareed.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Paul. Down to Cauley Stein. Got a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, emphatic slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Now Paul with the basketball. 10-2 the score. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Fires the 3. Good sign that time, Jay, as they going to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes
stuffs it down with authority.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 of 4 now. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander to Love.
1 minute left in the first quarter.
and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Harden. Fires the three with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Bledsoe. Harden. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Willie Cauley-Stein with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down.
The assist from number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
1 quarter down. The Jazz in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
To Harden. James Harden. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden. To Mo Bamba. Willie Cauley-Stein with a piece. 4-3. No good. Right. Gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. That's out. Last touch by Joe Ingles. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To right. Finish that. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
From the outside, no good. Easy pad to the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Harden. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound corralled by Cauley-Stein. Won't go.
I got it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Los Angeles, they have it. Knocked loose. In the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Kenneth Faried tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Ooh, crisp ball. 3 for 6 now.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul.
Oh, denied! As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Harden. Mo Bamba. And the finish. Slam dunk.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Cruises inside for 2.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Mo Bamba. Harden shoots. It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Shot from in close, no good. Fareed. To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Paul. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
The assist from number 3, Chris Paul.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello.
Fellas, back to you.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. For 3, textbook defense. Paul across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Ingles with a shot, no good. To Harden. And scores. Strong take.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Paul with it up top. Down a bundle. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Knock loose. And he throws it down. Nice finish for Kevin Love. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Kevin Love, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
People may not remember the old school Kevin Love, the one that used to beast you on the block. Now, he lives almost exclusively on the perimeter.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Love. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Oh, driving, but he can't connect. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Bledsoe. Harden. He engulfed him that time. To Joe Ingles. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Harden. Great defense, forcing the miss. They love this hustle. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Bledsoe sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Over and back. The drive, right to the basket. Return label.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. Knocked loose. Oh, he had it. To Fareed. Mo Bamba. To Bledsoe. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. To Gilgeous-Alexander. And count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Mo Bamba. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. To Paul. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Knocked loose. Paul against Harden. And the finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
That misses with a second to go. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Knocked loose. He throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Seth Curry to Bledsoe. From long range. That no good. Off the mark. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Seth Curry. Fires the three. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Stein powers it through.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Gilgeous-Alexander to Wiggins. Trying to cash in. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Seth Curry. Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Chance for Chris Paul. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Bledsoe. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Bledsoe to Fareed. Gets a shot up off the mark. Love. Short shot. Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein.
I said fast, Ed, fast.
It's good, and 1.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Kenneth Fareed pins it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Fareed. Brogdon. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Brogdon. Good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lets it fly from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor to Brogdon. Takes stock of the floor. Brogdon to Paul. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
To Fareed. Fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player, knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Bledsoe. Misfires. It's no good. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. And the rebound comes down to Utah. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion.